Hey everyone. I've been thinking, and I'm gonna try not to talk for very long, but it may end up being a little bit longer. But I've been thinking, and it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm probably overthinking a little bit. But um, yesterday, I guess 2 hours ago was yesterday or whatever now. But I've been thinking, that yesterday was the third year anniversary of the death of one of my friends from suicide. And he couldn't get the resources he needed and requested, and ended up committing suicide because it was easier for him to deal with his issues by doing that than trying to find the resources to help fix his issues that he was going through. And I also just finished watching an episode by Returning the Favor that's hosted by Mike Rowe. And I've been thinking quite a bit. And the guys on Returning the Favor, what they do is they find individuals that are doing what they love, and those things are happen to be giving, doing favors for the community in areas that are not like the most well off, and they're doing things to better those areas. And Returning the Favor gives them either money or tools to help them continue doing what they're doing. Now, a lot of what I was thinking was, I've been thinking about has been everybody is connected somehow, and whether you may be going through a tough time, right, some form of tough time right now, whether that be you're grieving from the death of a loved individual, whether that be a son or daughter or significant other, family or friend or family member of some form, or you're dealing with issues that you're dealing with a friend or family member. They may have stabbed you in the back or did something that to you, or stole something from you, or whatever it may be. If you're going through a rough time, you have, like, what I'm trying to say here is no matter how tough things get for you, no matter how hard getting help is, uh, people love you, and taking yourself away from people is will hurt others more than you know will. And I'm not going to get into this whole suicide is selfish thing, because it's suicide, in my belief, is not selfish. It's very far from it. But like, you, like what I like I've gone through many issues in my life. I've lost many friends and some family. Some were from suicide because, like I said, I had one friend that died uh, because he couldn't get the help that he needed. I had another friend that died a couple years prior to that, and he didn't reach out or whatever, and it kind of came as a shocker to everybody. I lost a friend because of a skateboarding accident. Wasn't wearing a helmet and lost control of his skateboard and hit his head and passed away. And I lost some family members and a good friend because of cancer. It's an evil disease. And another friend I lost in grade 10 because of drug overdose. Very, very difficult on me. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some of them I'm still grieving over, and I'm by no form suicidal or anything. But during those hard times, the thought, it did once or twice pass through my head, and I thought to myself, if I did do it, what would the consequences be? And a lot of the consequences that I thought of was, if I did it, I would be putting people through the same things that I'm feeling that I was feeling at the time. Grief, heartbreak, disbelief, angry at times that, like, why did this happen? Why is this happening to me? Like, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not personally willing to go through anything like that. Like, I'm not willing to put anybody else through that because of my own reasons and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm far from being clinically depressed, and I'm far from suicidal. And it's just, I guess the main point of this video is, for me, is saying that no matter what you're going through right now, no matter how hard things are, you could have financial problems, you can have marital problems, you can have family issues, like serious issues that you could have from your friend, with a friend or multiple friends or associates. You could have problems at work. You may have just gotten fired and you're grieving over that, not sure how to move forward. At the end of the day, what I'm getting at is our lives are short, and you may or may not be getting the help that you're needing, but you are needed by somebody. Or in almost all cases, you're needed by more than one person. Life is short. People need you. And there is help, and it will get better. I'm living proof that when you're grieving over something, that it will get better. And there are things in my life that I have decided that I need to do. And there are things in my life that I've decided that that I can't fulfill right now, but I have decided that at some point in my life, I need to be able to do it. You could be failing at school right now, financially in debt, or you could be, like I said, just fired from a job. You could be going through a divorce. Whatever you might be going through, it will get better. It will. And I can guarantee you that. You may be seeking help for whatever it is that you're going through, and you may not be getting the help that you need right now. You will find that help sooner or later. Well, at the end of the day, you are cared for and you are loved. Just remember that. And I really, like, if you're contemplating suicide right now, I would highly suggest looking for help. Talk to somebody. Tell some, like, if you're contemplating hurting yourself, please tell somebody. And, like, hurting yourself is not the answer to your problems. And by getting help, you're helping yourself move forward. Well, no matter how hard that help is to find, it's there for you. And if you're going through a rough time right now, send me a message on Facebook, on Instagram. Give me a phone call. Send me an email. I'm here to talk, and I'm here to help you find the services that you may need, if you need services to help you going through whatever it is you may be going through right now. And I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I didn't really script this. This is all mainly off the top of my head. And I know through some of the things that I've been through, it's a lot hard. It's at times it comes back and it haunts me, and it's hard to deal with. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to still be here, and I've still got my own mission that I have to get done in life. And when you're depressed, you may not see why you're important in this life. And like I said, if you want to talk, no matter who you are that sees this video, send me a message on one of the many platforms that I'm on. And I want to say thank you again for listening. Like I said, it's like 2:00 in the morning, and I think I'm overthinking. But if I can save a life, my job's done. So thanks again. Mitchell signing off.